So today we're going to talk about the WNBA expansion, which may go to 18 teams by 2030. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so with the notification bell when you do, so you get notified of our next video. So, as everybody knows, a new expansion team is coming in this year. And supposedly, unless they change their plans, 2 teams are coming in next year. And God knows why. And then Cleveland now is supposed to come in 2028. I don't have any idea why they're not doing 1 team per year, because it's really unfair to the 2 teams that are coming in next year, and it makes no sense to me. But we'll see what happens, Rob. But according to this, Cleveland is now getting the team. It's going to come in 2028, and it's going to be the 16th franchise, and it's going to be worth a league record $250 million. Apparently, that's the buy-in fee right now.
What's up with Philly, man? How come Philadelphia can't get a team?
Philly is in the hunt for the 17th and 18th team, Rob, according to this.
Okay.
So WNBA has received formal bids from many interested ownership groups in various markets, and we are currently in the process of evaluating those proposals, according to a WNBA spokesperson. Right now, they're going to be the Cleveland Rockets, an original WNBA franchise that folded after the 2023 season when they couldn't sell the team due to tumbling revenue and erratic attendance, which is not going to be much different this year, Rob, unless Caitlin Clark is playing the 2 games they get.
Well, Mark, I'm for the expansion. I'm a group of players in the collegiate right now. The sophomores and freshmen group are just fantastic. I mean, I wouldn't mind being an expansion team in the next 2 years and have Juju Watkins or Sarah Strong in my right. I could be like, hey, I can start my franchise with either one of those players. That'd be fine.
Well, that's probably what's going to happen. But in the 2 decades since, the league's exponential growth. I can't even say the word because it's not even true. And popularity has led to rising expansion fees. Golden State, the league's 13th franchise, launching in May, paid $50 million to join the WNBA, while Toronto and Portland, the 14th and 15th franchises, paid $115 and $125 million, respectively. Now that has doubled. That's kind of weird, Rob, that it's doubled. It's kind of unfair to the Cleveland coming in and all the 17th and 18th team that they're playing.
Oh, too late. Sorry, too late.
We got in earlier.
Yeah, should have put the bid in earlier.
Should have seen that Caitlin Clark was going to make this league popular.
Well, they're correct. I mean, it's good. Believe it or not, Mark, like I said, with the college basketball, women's basketball, it's already attracting a lot of interest. And like I said, with the young players that are playing now, a lot of people are watching it, and I think it'll be fine. I mean, I think it's gonna make a comeback.
Well, they're supposedly talking now of adding a 17th and 18th team in 2029 and 2030, which, even though they're doing 2 next year and 1 and none the year next year, it's the equivalency of 1 team per year. That's pretty fast to go from 12 to 18, Rob, in 6 years, when they're not even making money.
Well, I guess maybe they've seen the light and they figured out Caitlin Clark for the next 6 years. That's their plan, Mark. It's that 6-year plan with Caitlin Clark. Like with Nike sneakers. They're gonna make a profit. They're gonna make a profit after a couple of years.
So, if they promote her, they can make some money.
Right.
I guess it's the TV deal that gives them confidence. But Houston, Detroit, Miami, Charlotte, and Philadelphia is a likely clear frontrunner, sources says. And indications are that when 76ers owner Josh Harris partnered with Comcast on a new arena in South Philadelphia, the priority was to house a WNBA team along with the Sixers and Flyers. Yay! I'm in Philadelphia. So I get to see Caitlin Clark, which is like 3 miles from my apartment. So that would be great.
Wait, you don't want to see Joel Embiid?
Uh, I don't want to see a team where he only plays 1/3 of the time, Rob. I could buy a ticket and he could just be sitting down because his knees are sore. Right. Maxi, yeah. So, as to why
But
the WNBA is willing to take on potentially 3 teams instead of 1 right now, with the last 2 arriving in 29 and 30, the sense is that there will be multiple bids approaching $250 million. And one source said, "How do you walk away from $750 million?" So that's what they're saying, Rob.
yeah,
I
think it's fine, Mark. I mean, the good example is what we've been talking about with the Indiana Fever. So, you get these players that are sitting there where they want to buy them out, or they can go to, now it's like, okay, I can go, you can trade them to another team or just drop them and just rotate them along, rotate them to another team. I think it will help the players who have been sitting on the bench like we had, like Berger and other players, to give them a chance to shine, because once most of the WNBA teams, it's hard to really get any playing time. So now with the expansion, they can go to a team, and who knows, they might. I mean, not going to be a superstar, but at least they get to play.
Well, Rob, half the league can't even make layups. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced there's enough talent to go to 18 teams in the next 6 years or 5 years or whatever it's going to be, the next 5 years. I don't care how many players they get over from Europe. If those players from Europe wanted to play in the WNBA, they'd be playing there right now. Unless the league is making money where they can increase. Well, I know the salaries will increase because of Caitlin Clark and because they're going to have a new collective bargaining agreement. But unless the league is making money and they can afford to pay them a lot of money, all the talent over in Europe and China will not come over to WNBA because they haven't been now because they don't get paid enough. So you need more than just some talented freshmen, sophomores, and juniors to go from 12 teams to 18 teams, in my opinion.
The Caitlin Clark fact is there, but if you got a Hidalgo and a Strong and a Watkins, I mean, if you put Watkins in there, she definitely will attract some fans.
Well, I don't know. If I was doing it, I would add a team every other year, and I would never add 2 teams in 1 year. If I was doing, because it's not fair to the expansion team. Give them a chance to get some talent. You got 2 teams now going for the same amount of talent next year, which means they're going to be at a big disadvantage. And then I give that team, the expansion team, a chance the next year to get some more players and free agents and get the number 1 pick before I put in another expansion team. And I don't know, that's me, but they want the money. They're dependent on these new fees for the new franchises to give profit to the league. It looks like.
Right. Well, I think it's, like I said, women's basketball is expanding, and I think it's great. Well, I think it's a great move. I think they're doing the right thing. I think it's a good move. Like I said, I mean, right away. I mean, you never know. I mean, as far as sellout arenas and things like that, there's a lot of factors that go into it. But the interest of women's basketball is really, it's up there with the men's.
It is growing, and we'll see how much it grew when the NCAA tournament comes around, and we see the ratings for that tournament without Caitlin Clark. And we'll compare them to last year, and we'll see how much it really grew or how much of it was a Caitlin Clark effect. I think it's unknown until you have that NCAA tournament, especially the last 3 rounds, when you can get some real views. All right, so let us know what you think down below. Is it too fast? Is there not enough talent? Or if there's enough talent, like Rob says, I'm not sure where they're going to get all this talent from, but I'm going to see more missed layups, I think.
I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's not going to be 2 missed layups. Not that bad.
I don't know. I'm skeptical, Rob. I like the fact that Philadelphia might get a team so I can see Caitlin Clark play, but, right in my hometown here instead of having to go to New York City or Brooklyn to see her play. But I don't like the fact that I think they're growing too quickly. But we'll find out. If they're making money, it's fine.
Yeah.
If they're not making money, it seems silly to me. And I also think that if you're going to expand, they need to play more games. And if they want to, in my opinion, they can expand and play more games and make money, then they don't have to have Unrivaled or play over in Europe or in China or anything like that, and just expand to 60 games. Because they have the attention of the audience from, I'd say right now, which is right after All-Star Weekend and right after the Super Bowl, all the way till like right before Thanksgiving. They got that entire time period. They could fit in 60 games there. So that's what I would do. I would expand, but also expand the number of games they play. And then that would increase revenue, both from television and home games. And then they could afford to pay them more, and they won't have to play over in Europe or in the Unrivaled League, which to me isn't that exciting. That's just me. That's what I would do. But I don't know. They don't do things the way I would have done. We saw how they ran it this year.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of confidence the commissioner is smart enough to be that type of insight.
I have a feeling, Mark. I think she's going to be out pretty soon.
I hope so. I hope so. She does nothing, she just seems clueless to me. So we'll find out what happens. Let us know what you think down below, whether the commissioner should be out the door or not. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. We need you, just like Uncle Sam. Make Rob happy. And guess what? Make sure you hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. If you want, you can join us for our live show every Monday except for major holidays. The only two times we won't have a live show this year are Memorial Day weekend and Labor Day weekend. And you can call in for that show, so it's pretty cool. It's 6 to 8 Eastern time. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can with super chats and super things down below and the link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.